Do it again, Jake. Jake, come out here and show them what you got here. Dude, exactly. Nailed it. I'm Rich.
I'm Frank.
And it's People, Pines, and Possibilities.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Welcome to beautiful Paso Robles, California. I'm the Vibe Titan. I'm hanging out with my boy,
The Dabbler. We're going to dabble, and I'm excited about this one.
Dude, we got Casey Anglin on the show. Casey, welcome. And do you have a nickname?
My name is Jeff.
Jeff?
I don't have a nickname normally.
We'll give you one.
I just
Don't
go
worry.
by
We're
Casey.
gonna get one. We're gonna get one by the end.
I like it.
Your people. What do your people call you? They just say Casey.
Yep. That's my people call me Casey, and the work people call me Anglin. So
The work. Oh, there you go. You separate the two. All right.
it's funny how many people you work with that don't know your first name.
that
In
is-
my
It's like a
line
football
of work.
team mentality, right? Last
Yep.
names. Yep.
Wait, what are you? Military? What are you doing?
sheriff's department.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
I
no
work
one
at
knows your-
Kinko's, man.
My shit, Kinko's is rough.
We
This
take
is
that
going
shit
well.
seriously, man.
Have you seen my stapler?
Oh, yeah, that would explain the last name.
Frank
All right.
did a ton of research for this one. Well,
I
he had the brewer on before, so now we got the musician. So this is my world. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, welcome in. We're gonna learn a little bit about Casey. Casey, you were a sheriff, family man, and then now you're going for it on this music tip, huh?
Trying.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you're a local, done some badass things, and just for people listening, just to get them hooked in here, you're gonna be at the rodeo coming up, the Sheriff's Rodeo, right?
Yep. Yeah, we'll be opening for Casey Donahue
Yeah,
Where's
so-
that at?
at the fairgrounds.
Dude, you're killing it right
Be
now.
there.
Hey, I got
Dude,
listeners who are
he
going to want to
lives-
know.
Frank
I'm the
lives-
guy, I pretend I'm driving. I'm like, oh, I
Frank-
wonder where that is.
Frank
You guys
lives in
gotta call me to
Cayucas.
find out.
Frank lives in Cayucas, so once you get over the mountain, like they hide over there.
Yeah.
They don't even know what's going on.
As they
on this
should.
side.
That's pretty bitchin' over there.
Thank you.
He pops his head up every now and then, and he's like, "Oh, there's a fair."
Oh, cool.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Monster trucks?
Oh, I love it. Well, welcome in. We want to get your story. We want to dig in behind you. People see you. They've seen you in the venues. You're everywhere playing locally, and now you're headed to do some Nashville stuff.
Yep.
Working on some singles, like some pretty cool stuff, and they can even see you. They've seen you at the lake, maybe in the. And what arm is that?
Heard about it.
Dude, it's fucking
Las Tablas?
epic. I don't know. Can we say that on here? Is it allowed to have a concert in the middle of a lake, or is that frowned upon?
I don't know. We did it. It was
Fuck 'em.
all over.
It was great.
It was good. That's funny because that actually happened. We were sitting at my buddy Edward's in his garage in his bar. He was opening his bar in his garage, and it was a bring your own alcohol night to help get it stocked. And
How did that go?
Hold
it
on,
was
that's
great. Oh,
awesome.
it was a shit show.
Was
I
it
need that
stopped at
party.
the end?
We need that party here. Just
It
bring
was-
beer
yeah.
to the brewery.
There was so much brought that the bottle of tequila that I brought is still sitting there untouched. So
Oh, fuck.
it was a good night.
Genius.
But
I'm having friends over.
But we were talking that night and just having a good time. And our buddies Tom and Melissa Swanson, they were like, "Hey, would you ever want to play on our pontoon?" And I was like, "Tell me when, I'll do it." And the next morning they text me. They're like, "Yeah, this weekend you're playing on the pontoon." So
Fuck yeah.
okay,
You're like, fuck. I need a lake set list.
it was good. Well, yeah, I was still kind of new too when I was doing that. So it was. I think I played just over an hour, and I was really trying to squeeze songs out because I was still pretty new and all. That was 2 years ago.
It's crazy that when you start, because I'm a novice player and I could not play 10 songs by heart. Like I would probably memorize one. Is there a point where you just all of a sudden they stick and you're like, I have that in my head, like it's done?
Honestly, when I first started, because I played guitar for years, never sang. I was always afraid to sing. And then I had a buddy that lives up in Heritage, and he works at the gas station. So he's retired. He works there for fun. He's got his 12 string that he plays on his amp all day. Just sits in the
gas
there.
station?
Yep, just sits there, kick back. Coolest
good
dude
for
ever.
him.
Hold on, we need that guy here.
He,
too.
Yeah.
you
gotta hook
should.
that up.
Chris Jenkins. He'll come play here.
Oh my god.
So he asked me if I play. I told him yeah. He'd never heard me sing, never heard me play guitar. Invited me to an open mic night. I said I'd be there, and I flaked. And then he invited me to another one a month later, and I flaked. And
Ooh.
I kept saying I'll be
there's
there,
the
I'll be there,
thing.
but I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then finally he's like, just show up.
Why'd you flake? You were
I
nervous?
was too scared.
Yeah, shit.
That's a
I'd
real
never
thing,
I'd
though.
never actually
demons got
sang
you.
in front of people.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, and so finally he's like, you know what? Just show up. Just come watch. You don't have to play. Bring your guitar just in case you feel like doing it. And I remember drinking an entire flask of Jack Daniels, and then was completely sober because the nerves were so crazy. And I ended up going up there. I only knew 3 songs at the time, and that just sparked it after that. And so I went 3 songs, and then I'd go play at Rock and Robles at the time, now Captain's Cove.
Yeah.
I'd go up there, and when Chris would play in between his shows, I'd go play for like, just my 3 songs. I'd do it while he took a break.
Yeah.
But you fucking crushed those
Sprinkle
3 songs.
that
I crushed those 3 songs. And then it turned into a 30-minute set list, and I had 20 songs. And then it was like, next thing you know, I've got a 4-hour set list, but it just sitting in the room learning all these songs.
Over. And there's no easy way to do it.
Yeah, and I don't put a tablet in front of me. I don't know how to read music. So it's all just memory. So all these songs that I play.
Wow.
And it's been tough because when I first started doing it, I was so excited that I'd get home and that's all I wanted to do was learn more songs. And so I would. Now I've been playing these same songs for, the last few years because I have to play those
Muscle
4-hour
memory.
spots. And so I'd love to just learn all new songs, but I have to just throw 1 or 2 in there every once in a while. But I still have to play those other songs that everybody's heard so many times. And even I get sick of hearing them, but
you gotta fuck it. It's like spinach. It's good for you, good for your music career, but it's good for you, but it tastes bad going down.
Yep.
Like, dude, you're so tired of that shit. But when you play all new songs, it's real. Like we just talked about it, some of these big musicians, even when your favorite artists rip down your favorite songs, the second they say, oh, here's a new one, everyone goes, ah, fuck. It's like even the biggest guys have to go through that because people came to hear the shit that they came to hear you play, you know? And when you're starting out brand new, they came to hear Neil Diamond or Toes in the Water, right? Or some other versions of songs that just beat you to death. But that's funny. All right, let's take it back. Let's get to the start of your career a little bit behind. Actually, you grew up in Ventura.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about Casey and growing up, dude. Hit us.
might not have liked Casey growing up.
All right.
Oh, we will.
That
I can
sounds
already
good.
tell
That
we will.
sounds good.
Let's see. I grew up weekends. My dad had a horse ranch with Bill Coltis and Coltis Ranch and Coltis Farms down in Oxnard. They had a bunch of horses on that ranch. My dad rode for the Ventura County Sheriff's Posse, so I was always at the ranch. And ever since I was a kid, I always wore chaps and, the sheriff's vest and the cowboy hat. It was all I ever wore.
Oh, sheriff's been in your blood for a long time then.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, okay.
And then I got a little older, and my mom I had to play a sport, and I had to play an instrument. So my dad's a Hall of Fame baseball, football player that got injured, so he had to retire from doing that, and then coached football and baseball for Ventura College for like 37 years.
Oh, yeah.
The
Pirates.
The Pirates.
Hell yeah. My grandmother lived right on the base, or not on the base, but right next to it in the condos right there where it's the Seabees, right? The underwater welders and everything. Yeah, the Navy. Yeah, hell yeah. I know that area. The Pirates. Yeah, she grew up right there. Huh?
Yep.
It's a cool area.
It's a great area. Ventura
It's
is
hidden. It's like a hidden
amazing.
gem. It was lost in time, but now LA is finding that area and coming up like crazy.
You'd be surprised who lives in Ventura or
Really?
who has a house in Ventura.
Yeah, because that little strand, like that Hollywood Beach, that was like celebrities, like hideaways for a long time.
They're just close enough to work, and they're just far enough from the chaos.
Dude, any visits to the Rudder Room? You know that little spot at the end, that little bar? It's like a biker bar all the way. All right.
It sounds
Port
familiar.
Wayne.
It's like in it's in the Strand or whatever that is. I'm not a big time Oxnard guy, but the Rudder Room, you got to go by there sometime. It's a little hole in the wall, all the way at the end of that Hollywood Beach where the harbor is.
Gotcha. I'm
'Cause
sure
that's
I've
the
been
Port
there.
Hueneme, yeah. All right, so you're growing up, dude. It's all in your blood, and
So, so growing up, I had to play a sport and I had to play an instrument. So I played piano. My mom taught me piano when I was a kid, and then eventually she was like, "If you want to play another instrument, it's fine." And so I was like, "I know what, I kind of want to play guitar," and that's just where shit went downhill. I picked up guitar and fell in love with metal and punk and just the full rebellion, man. I mean, I started.
You didn't go drums or bass. You went straight to guitar.
I love
So you're
guitar,
very
man.
coordinated.
Something about seeing like Jimi Hendrix and
Yeah, fair enough.
and like Adrian Beltran and Dave Murray from Iron Maiden. Just like, I don't know, man. Something about it being on front. I always wanted to be a lead guitar player.
Sprinkle Slash in there. Was that your time?
Slash is good too, man.
Yeah.
I love Slash, but again, I was more of like
Classic.
everybody liked Guns N' Roses. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And Motley Crue and all those bands, but like I was a diehard Maiden fan. I was a diehard Slayer fan.
Oh, you're
Lamb of God.
metal.
I liked metal,
yeah.
and I hung out with a lot of the kids that were more like punk, and so even I didn't fit in with them because I wasn't
Sprinkle
a punk.
Pantera in there? Or?
I like Pantera too, but again, I'd never worn a Pantera t-shirt.
Okay, fair enough. I don't.
You know what
I
I
haven't
mean?
either, but yep.
I was very stuck in my ways, and I liked Metallica. Still really like Metallica. Even my girlfriend is she loves Metallica, loves metal.
When did you stop liking Metallica?
There was like a weird like South Park episode era when they started bitching about downloading their music that it got a little weird. And then I think their Monster album, it was after.
Oh, it was the Napster. It was they like crushed Napster.
Yeah,
for illegally downloading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mine
free
was
music.
after the Black Album. After that, I was like, no, I'm done with you.
Yeah, see, I mean, Master of Puppets and the Black
that's
Album.
free.
It's all good to me.
Justice for all.
yes.
But yes. All right, Kill 'Em All. Like
Kill 'Em All.
Okay.
And then it's funny because my girlfriend's dad actually got me. He wears a band T-shirt for every event, and he'll wear his favorite ones for the nice events. Coolest guy ever.
Awesome.
He's my dad. That's what I call him. But he got me 2 Metallica T-shirts for Christmas, and one says "Alcoholica, drink 'em all," and it's got the beer up. And then it has the other one, which was the original. I had no idea. He told me the original album was named "Metal Up Your Ass." And
Ride the Lightning.
It was a picture.
Toilet?
Yes.
Fucking
toilet.
straight
And
coming up out of the
They
toilet.
weren't allowed to call it that, so they had to change the album.
Yep.
So-
I have that shirt.
Dude, I love that fucking T-shirt.
Yep.
Did you
Love
guys?
that T-shirt.
Did you guys just build bunk beds?
No.
That's right.
No, I
Do you
feel
like
we're the
guacamole?
same age. Oh yeah, no, I like this guy. Let's go.
All right. So I have bad ADD, so I'll just keep
No,
going.
keep
so-
going.
Meow.
Keep going. Keep going.
But so got big into punk metal, and then I always skate. When I was a kid, I was a big skater, and of course skate
The
parks.
Z Boys, Ventura,
Dude,
Z Boys, right?
that was
there.
Long Beach, but close enough.
Dogtown. Were they there? Was
Long
it?
Beach.
Oh, was it? Yeah, right by
or
you though.
Santa Monica, I guess.
Okay,
Venice
all right.
Beach. But
Do you know
naturally,
my neighbor's Stacy Peralta.
no, he's not.
That's a real story.
No, he's
That's a
not.
real thing. He lives in Cayucas. Yeah.
He has
Frank
two
sees
houses.
Like,
all the time.
are you friends with him?
No, fuck.
Yeah, I don't think he's
dude,
friends
I'm
with
friends
anyone.
with nobody, dude.
Well, and I'm not talking about Stacy. I'm talking about Frank.
No.
I don't
I'm
think
friends
Frank
with
has
nobody.
any friends.
You put Jimi Hendrix next to me, and I wouldn't talk to him. I'd be like, yeah.
Fuck that guy. Being all cool and shit.
So you're skating around Ventura, or
Yeah.
you're skating around Oxnard, right?
So naturally, being a skater and a metalhead, you attract to a certain crowd.
Oh yeah.
So I started getting into trouble.
The
and
college-bound crowd.
no,
No, my bad.
we were all like the rejects, but and even I didn't fit in with them. I was like the odd man out of the odd men out. But started smoking weed like 6th going into 7th grade and drinking alcohol and experimenting with all kinds of shit.
Breaking beer
Just
bottles.
getting crazy.
Just doing whatever I could to get in trouble and it like I never like hurt anybody or did anything like that. But I liked to kind of push the limits a
Rebel.
little bit. Yeah, I like to rebel a little bit. And then
Have a good time.
as I got older, I got away with murder, man. I got away with everything. And then right when I turned 18,
Not
it was
real
like
murder.
not real murder.
Yeah, just disclaimer.
And when you turned 18, thank you for that.
Get popped right away. So I turn 18, I get busted at school. The drug sniffing dog came through the school, popped me at school,
Dude, it's,
and then got suspended. Came back from suspension, came back to school, got caught being high at school, got suspended again. Tried to hide it from my dad because I was 18, so I was signing myself out all the time. But then when I got popped, I was getting in my truck every morning, acting like I was driving to school, and I was driving to my buddy's house, and I was staying there for the whole week until my dad finally called me, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm in school right now. I can't talk." And he's like, "Get home."
I know where the
And
fuck
the-
you are.
You're like,
School,
son of
school
a
finally called him,
bitch.
but anyway, so getting in trouble, getting arrested. I got arrested for it sounds worse than it is. 2nd-degree commercial burglary. It was a giant beer run. We filled the bed of my truck up with beer.
BWRUN,
Yeah.
be run.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we're
Hold on.
It gets good. Hold on.
Keep going.
Remember
All
the
right,
question.
all right.
Otherwise,
All
I'm going to forget.
No, go ahead. Go.
So we're going in and out, all nice and smooth, getting the beer, and got greedy, had to go in for one more, and that's when this car saw us. So now I'm speeding off, trying not to get this guy. He's trying to stop us. This person in a random car, run through a red light, get on the freeway, haul ass down to Seaward, downtown Ventura and Pierpont.
No right word.
Get a Motel 6, get 2 rooms that align together, and we filled both tubs up with beer. It was a great time. Then it was like, I don't even know, like a week later, I was at work, and I worked at Ralph's. We stole from Vaughn's. So, you got to steal from the enemy.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Hey,
seriously.
At least you're loyal.
That's right. Never took anything from my store. I
No,
was very good
hell
about that.
no.
All my friends always wanted me to, and I wouldn't do it. But
Gotta have standards.
that's right. But so my mom calls me, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm on break." She's like, "Oh, good. Why don't you get back to work? There's a cop waiting for you." So in my head, I'm like, "It could be this. It could be this. It could be I don't know what it is. Let's go find out." And so I pull up, and my buddy Alex is with me, who was there with me that night, and go in the break room, and the officer walks up and he goes, "Casey?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Can you do me a favor and tell me who this is?" And he turns the camera around, and it's all of us going in to get beer. And I was like, "All right, yeah." And he's like, "Well, your parents already identified all your friends for me." And I was like, "All right, that sucks." And I was like, how did you like get this, whatever? And he's like, "Did you have a car chasing you that night?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, the guy played ball for my dad at Ventura College.
Oh,
And ran my plates. He was off duty going to Vaughn's for his pregnant wife and saw us coming out with the beer, and that was the guy that chased us. And ran the plates, saw the last name, showed up at my dad's house, and went and told him what happened.
Oh shit.
So he arrested me at Ralph's, in my Ralph's clothes, and took me to jail, and I was booked into Ventura County Jail.
I love that.
so I feel like I'm talking to
Dude, it's a great
the
story.
younger me right now. Because I'm McHenry, and I'm not sure there's a Circle K, and there was actually a picture of me for probably 10 years
Yeah.
of going in, 2 cases of beer, put them on the counter ID, and I just remember looking at the guy, and it was that red and the white guy, and I just remember grabbing both those cases, bolting, and the picture of me is leaping into the bed of a truck with both cases of beer. Now,
Nice.
no one
That's
really
skill.
understands when you hit that bed of the truck, those cases explode.
Oh, yeah.
Poof.
Worth
And
it.
now your buddies are hauling ass, and you're just rolling with
And
beer,
beer.
everywhere. I never got caught. So I'm
Now you did.
so happy. Yeah, well, fuck, they never got me.
I can't wait for them to come in.
Yeah.
Do you know this?
But that's terrifying. What did you get charged for?
It was a second-degree commercial burglary.
Oh, that hurts my heart. I'm glad I didn't get that.
It got dropped to a misdemeanor.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, the beer was on sale.
Oh, even better.
That's good.
You shouldn't have grabbed more.
If we could have fit more in the truck bed, I'm sure we would have. But
What was the beer? Can I ask?
it was fucking Bud Light, dude. That's why.
The Bud Light. Oh.
I have never drank it since. And I had all my buddies that liked it too, and they were all about Bud Light. And I've always been a Coors Light and a Yellow Belly fan. And then when all that stuff happened a couple years ago with Bud Light and their cans, whatever, and people
Sealed
got
the
all
deal.
pissed off.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm like, what are you drinking, buddy? They're like, Ultralight. I'm like, what happened to your Bud Light? Like,
There you go. You knew from the beginning. Get out of the Bud Light game.
My wife is
Curse
going to
me.
listen to this and shit.
So that was a blessing. That was a blessing for. Did you get better from there? Let me guess. This story you just went.
Oh no, that just started it.
You
Yeah.
went to college and became a great kid.
Not yet. So go to jail. I didn't stay super long. But I remember when I got out, I didn't call my parents because I was like, they're not picking me up. So I walked home, and at that time, they'd pull your laces out of your shoes no matter what. Now, working in jail.
You were at jail or CYA?
No, I was in jail. I was
Jail,
18.
jail.
I was
Oh,
in
shit.
Ventura County
yeah,
jail.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're hanging out with a fuck. Good
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They were still calling you Casey then.
You're
You didn't get the last name earned.
There was no last name yet. Yeah, I didn't get
You're
there.
hanging out. If I know Ventura well enough, you're hanging out with the dudes who also stomped on some out of town dude's surfboard, shoved it through his windshield, and fucking lit his car on fire because he surfed in their spot too.
That sounds like C Street. Yeah,
yeah, right.
That's C Street. Yep.
Yep. All right, so you're in jail.
I get out of jail.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got so many stories I could tell of like that's my squirrel brain. I could just keep going,
Yep.
but we'll never get through it.
Well, you have 3 squirrel brains. You're so
We all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I walk home, and then I wake my mom up at like 3 a.m. when I finally get home, and she's like, gives me a hug. She's like, "I'm happy you're at home. You're grounded." I was like, I just was grounded. Like I was like super grounded. Why am I grounded now?
I was like state grounded.
And so then time passes on, and I'm dating this girl, and we're staying at her house in Santa Paula, and we decide to wake up one morning, and this is 7 months later. So I was given probation for a year on top of that. Almost made it to the year. We're walking down the street. Didn't do anything wrong. We were just literally walking in my truck. I had a bubbler in my pocket and a little bit of weed, and I had my medical card too at the time. And we get down the street, and this motorcycle cop pulls over, and he's like, "Sit on the ground." We're like, "Why?" He's like, "We just got a call. There's a bunch of kids smoking weed in the area, and you fit the description." I was like, "Well, what's the description?" He said, 2 males, 1 female in pajamas. I'm like, "Dude, I'm in jeans and a white t-shirt." And he's like, "Are you on probation?" It's like,
Oh, fuckers.
"Yep." So I was like, "I'm good. I got nothing to worry about. I've got my medical card. I can't get in trouble." Well, he starts searching me, and in my little pocket, he pulls out this little pill, and it was a Klonopin that my girlfriend's sister had given me that I didn't take. And
For those at home.
and
Yeah,
yes,
dare.
yes, and that I left in my pocket because I didn't take it. And he thought it was he thought it was ecstasy. He starts freaking out. The guy was pissed, and he cites me. He takes everything, including my weed and my bubbler, even though I was allowed to have it, and cites me. End up going to court, and they were going to give me like 6 months in jail because I had already screwed up. And so that's how they get you. Once you get on probation, they're going to do everything they can to keep getting you. And it sucks because I've seen it from this side of it now. Some of these guys a lot of them are just excuses, and you're like, you can do it if you really want to. But some of them, I'm like, it's a good excuse, and you just got screwed, and you got another violation, and now you're going back to jail or prison, and you really did have a good excuse why you couldn't show up. Another story. But anyways.
Hold on, this story's so fucking crazy that when you say they, you mean you now.
I mean, like,
Yeah, that's where my head's
that's
like,
how
I gotta
they
connect
get you.
you.
Yeah. All right, go
So-
ahead.
So that was Casey then.
this is
Yeah,
so we're
Casey
still on
now.
Casey then.
Okay.
So I get cited, and I have to go to court. Well, I'm sitting watching TV, and it was a Wyotech commercial, the automotive trade
Yeah.
technical
Wyoming
school.
Or,
Yeah, Wyotech. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just apply for it. Like, I'm going to go on there. I typed everything out, and I pressed submit. 5 minutes later, I get a phone call, and I pick up, and I'm like, hello. And he's all, hey, this is Dave Oliveris from Biotech. I was like, what's going on, Dave? And he goes, hey, is your dad Gary Anglin? It's like,
Maybe.
of course you know him. And he's like, yeah, I played ball with him.
Dude, this is a thing.
I hate everybody. And so he literally comes, picks us up that weekend, drives us all the way up to Sacramento. He put us in a hotel, got to tour the campus, and then drove us all the way back home. I got accepted in. I brought everything to court, showing them that I was going to change and better myself. So they gave me 3 years probation instead of 6 months in jail. I got 3 years probation, and it was supposed to be 4 weeks of drug diversion for Ventura County. But since I moved to Sac, it was SLO County. It was minimum 18 weeks of drug diversion. So I had to do 18 weeks of drug diversion, 12 NA classes, and 3 years probation. And I did everything right. I didn't mess up. I did it right. And then that's when I kind of grew up. And my daughter was born in 2013, and this all happened 2011, 2012. So once my daughter was born, I was like, done.
Is that the defining moment right there? Where's that's the moment? Mm-hmm. Because people can change. We love getting into people. Drug addicts quit immediately. Not that you were, but you know what I mean. People change. They stop smoking instantly. They make changes. They decide that I'm going to do this in an instant, and that was it.
You can do it, and that's what I try to tell people, like that, especially the younger guys that come into custody now. I always ask them the same thing. I'm like, what are you doing to try to stop? because they all say, I don't have a problem with it. It's just the people I hang out with. And I'm like, okay. So what I did was I left Ventura. I changed my phone number, deleted all social media, and I cut ties and did not go home for like 5 years. I did not. And if I did, I didn't tell anybody. I had one friend that I'd stayed in contact with, and he's still like my best friend, the only person that I will ever tell when I'm coming back to Ventura.
Yeah. And that works. By
It
the
works.
way,
It really does work. I still found people up in Sac that I got in trouble with, but it wasn't the same. Like it wasn't the friends that just, because they'll bring you down. They don't care. You'll get in trouble. You'll get out of jail. And then your buddies will show up and then you'll be like, well, we're doing this. And if you're not doing it, then, you're not our friend. And then you get pressured to doing it and then you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they don't care about you.
Was the change the move, or was it when you
No, the change was my daughter.
when you held your daughter?
Yeah. So my daughter was born March 26th in 2013. And I remember we planned to go to Vegas, and it was for my ex-wife's birthday. And I remember I didn't want to go. I had no desire to go at all. And then we were there, and that was the last time I touched anything. I dabbled with some shit out there, and I just remember being there and going, I have almost a 6-month-old daughter at home, and I'm out here doing this, and I want no part of it. Yeah. And so as that, I came home, and it was done. And then I ended up getting a great welding career because of Wyotech, even though they shut down like a year after I left because they were selling drugs to the students. Dude, there was all kinds of shit going on at that place that should have been shut down. I'm sure the Wyoming one is good, but the Sacramento campus was horrible.
But it got you started.
It did.
You started making money.
I was making so much money. I got into the Iron Workers Union and was building buildings out in the Bay. I helped work on the Niner Stadium. Our union did the Bay Bridge, like all kinds of cool stuff. And then just from there, just kept moving up. Stayed clean, never touched anything, just drank a little bit, and then got on with Ball Corporation in 2014. And I was like, I think 21, 22. Bought my first house at 22 years old, my second house at 24 years old. Just killing it, welding and making a bunch of money.
But not easy work, hard work too.
It is hard work.
Yeah.
It's physically stressful. Which honestly isn't so bad because the physical stress is nice. The mental stress for my job now can get you. But I still like my job a lot. But
So how do we evolve from welder to law enforcement?
so we're almost there. I know.
Oh,
my
sorry.
my,
No,
my
you're
squirrel
all right.
brain. My squirrel brain, I know.
I want to know.
So then living in the Bay, we bought a house.
You have two houses in the Bay at this
I
point?
bought a house in Napa on the lake at Lake Berryessa. Sold the house in Fairfield that we bought, and then we still had the house up in Napa, and then that's when the things happened with my marriage. And I won't get too much into it, but sometimes your best friend is not your best friend.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
I know this guy.
How the fuck does this have come back to me? Good. He does that. He's good at that.
That's right.
The life changes, right? Life throws challenges at you, and you choose how you respond.
Yep. So we ended up moving, tried to work on things, and then moved here in 2019 to right up at the lake. We had some property that we'd had since like 2008, 2009, and we moved into the barn and built it to be our house. And then tried to work on things, and it only took about 6 months for a similar event to happen again. And then just after that happened something like that along the lines again after that. And so finally I just said it was enough.
Time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so
No, you still...
I had just gotten on with the sheriff's department, and I was 2 months into my first night shift.
Okay, wait, you went from welding. Why?
Oh yeah, squirrel brain.
That's all right.
So welding, I went from welding, moved here, got on with Air Right HVAC, which I had never done HVAC.
Not air left.
Not Air Left. Okay. They were one company. Before.
They were.
That's a great story.
It
too,
is.
But
You guys should have Arnie on here. He's cool.
Okay.
But so I moved here. I applied for Firestone and went and did a 2-day work interview. They loved me. They wanted me to work there. I said, look, I'm making almost $40 an hour in the Bay. I know you guys can't do that here. Start me at 30. and you don't have to train me. I know how to work on all your machinery. We make your cans, and like you won't have to worry about me at all. They wouldn't do it. They offered me 27, and then they came back 28, and then it was like 28.50, and I was like, I'm right there, dude. Come on.
30.
Like, I am taking a huge pay cut to come here. And finally they're like, nope, 28.50. And I was like, okay, not going to do it. Applied for Air Right just because a family friend told me to. Yeah. They're all, you never done HVAC? I was like, nope. He's all, we'll start you at $30 an hour. I was like, was that so hard?
Done.
I'm like, this is crazy. But so then, because being here, everybody and their mom's a welder. There's a lot of welders in this county.
Just great can't find one.
A lot of great welders. So unless you're...
You know any that might do a smoker grate for us?
Yeah.
Please, if you're out there.
Norelli Welding.
Yeah. No, I've called him 5 times. We're going to get his ass on here.
I'll text him.
All right.
Yeah. That's that.
He says
he's
yes.
busy.
By the way,
he
says yes, but he's building the Taj Mahal out there on the way to the lake.
Yeah.
And his success is just...
Well, he started in his garage.
I know. He's badass.
That is one of the,
That's awesome.
the best dudes that you can meet.
Story.
Absolutely. And he takes care of his guys.
He still takes care of me. I worked for him for a year. So after
Wait, hold on. We
Air
don't know
Right,
how you got there. Okay,
so,
Air Right.
All right,
after Air Right, I decided I want to go back to welding. Started working for Bryson Norelli, and it was the most fun I ever had. Every guy that works there is really smart, really good at their job, and he takes care of you. It's family. But I needed medical insurance and all kinds of stuff that he didn't have at the time. He does now. And then I had a friend with the sheriff's department that kept telling me to apply. And I was like, they're not going to take me.
No way.
I'm like, there's no way. And he gave me the background packet, told me to apply. And one thing that I always mess with our sheriff, Mr. Parkinson, he's also, him and Mr. Nicholson, the undersheriff, they have been very good to me, and they have helped me out and introduced me to a lot of people. But one thing that's funny with Mr. Parkinson is my dad was like an acquaintance of his from going on all these horseback rides. And so he sends me Mr. Parkinson's number, and my dumbass, which doesn't understand how rank or anything works, I text him and said, hey, Ian, this is Casey Anglin. I'd like to apply for the sheriff's department. And I was like, I just called the sheriff of San Luis Obispo County by his first name. And I still say that to him now. And he just,
I'm all the way up.
Yeah. And
he went to the top.
He just laughs now. I mean, he's really good guy.
Hello, Donald J. Trump. I would like a job at the DMV here.
Well, that would be like just calling him, hey, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
Yeah. So I applied. They give me the background packet. It's huge. And then it says for everything that you answer yes on, like, have you tried this drug?
You're like, fuck.
Have you done this? I was like, I needed 3 extra pieces of paper to fill out the details because I said yes on so many boxes.
You were honest, though.
I was. I didn't give them anything to find. Yep. I was like, if they're going to tell me no, then at least I know that I
put everything in there.
Put everything in there, and it really makes you feel like a shitty person when you're filling that background packet out. It makes you feel horrible because it had been 10 years since I'd done anything wrong, and I was like a completely different human being. And then reading that packet was like, I can't believe I did this shit. Like, nobody would have believed that I did this day because everybody that knows me now would have never known that. Saying this right now, I hope doesn't get me in trouble because I haven't shared a lot of this.
That's what we think about Frank. You know, he's got some of those stories too.
Oh yeah, no,
they even involve Mexico.
That's right. Well, it's different in Mexico. It's not legal.
It doesn't matter.
Not when you steal a car and go down there, but yeah, no.
Well, you borrowed it.
I
borrowed it.
It's a long-term borrowing.
Oh, dude, no, I think that's about the journey, right? People's lives. We love the people who are real and honest and upfront and authentic with who they are, and you sharing that, that portion of you. I don't think you can't be somebody special without going through something difficult. I just don't. I've never seen the person out there who says my life was easy and I became great.
Well, it molds you and makes you who you are.
Yeah,
creates values. It makes you appreciate the things you have,
and it writes good music too.
Sure the hell does. That's true.
We haven't got there yet. So you got your phone book
so
application.
I turned the application in going, there's no way they're going to take me. And they called me back for the interview, and I couldn't believe it. And Bryson was so cool with it. I told him the day that I had to put in my 2 weeks, he was like, let me know how I can help. And he was this guy just takes every job possible. This guy is just hungry for work, and he
that's
is just
MO from
moving.
Everything we hear, man.
And
he takes care of his boys.
And even though he was like just swamped, he was like, didn't matter. he puts himself last always, and he puts his family first, and his workers first, and him last. And he just goes, "Let me know how I can help." And so, gave me the day off to go out there and do the interview. I ended up getting the job, and
so you went from Casey to England?
to Anglin. Yep.
Yeah.
And then so it started working for the sheriff's department, and then it after the academy and all that stuff, it was the 2 months into my first night shift.
Academy was down south?
No, academy was on site, so at the jail, because it's just the core academy. I didn't have to go to the actual like the police academy, the post academy. But it didn't take long being in that trade for the things to happen at home. So then all that happened, and I decided to pretty much pick up the guitar and start doing all that again because of Chris. So yeah, that's
Dude, let's get to that's the craft right there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of spacing out for a minute. I was like, what happened in between there? I think that was it.
I saw
Some shit happened, and it was horrible, and my kids and all of us suffered from it for a long time. But kids went to therapy. I went to therapy. We're all happy. Everything's good with the ex.
But you always kept going back to the guitar? Was that kind of your...
Well, I've always played everything. I mean, I've played drums in a band. I've played a lot of bass in a band.
Were you doing that as you were a sheriff? Or
no, this was all
beginning?
before.
Okay.
From the whole time I was married, that like 11 years that I was not even just married, but with her, all my guitars stayed on the hooks on the wall, and I never played because I was always working. And anytime I brought up wanting to pursue music again, it was not supported.
Okay.
To the most extent.
Yeah.
In the nice way.
Dude, well, I want to cut in right now. That's a great spot. You get to music, we're gonna get that story how you go from the sheriffs to actually playing music. I want you to play a song right now, dude. Does that feel crazy?
Yeah,
this is what it does.
I do. I want you to play a song. I know I'm skipping down, but that's in your soul, dude. I'm gonna grab a guitar right now and hand it to you.
What do you want me to play?
Something that fucking just means something to you. You know, like you just poured out who you are, and you picked up that guitar, just something that means something, because I want people to hear how badass you are. So I'm going to grab this.
Now you're putting me on the spot.
That's what he does.
Does he edit this at all, or does it just play the full reel through?
Oh, no, he'll edit. He'll edit. I'm going to get out of your way because I know where that neck's going.
I don't know what to play.
Dude, whatever you want. Whatever you feel like playing. Free bird! Dude, play Bottomland.
You said play something meaningful.
No, all right. Play something. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't know.
Play something that's in your heart, man, the soul. Just let the music come out of you. How about that?
It's a tough one.
It's your fingers, your guitar, and your... Yeah, Jake will edit it, but until right where you play.
All right. All right. So, this was the first song that I wrote after all that stuff happened. And I think the first time I actually played it live was here. So this is a good one.
There you go.
Yeah, I need to redo this one too, because this was just done acoustically. Yeah. This one's called One Day at a Time. I haven't played this one in a long time, so. So damn hard to say goodbye. Gave my all, Lord knows I've tried. River tears running down my face, watching tail lights fade away. You got your bags packed, bet you never look back. Sleeping alone in this king-size bed, reach for you, but you're not there. Quiet house slowly kills me, wondering if you ever think about me. Talking to myself, 'cause I've got no one else. They say time can heal all wounds. You'll be fine, you'll get through. Memory was good while it lasts. Just be strong, let go of the past. I can't change your mind. Take it one day at a time. It's a really long song. I won't play the whole thing.
Dude, that was badass. Well, I'm glad you sing now.
Yeah, shit.
Frank, you can put that just to the side. Oh, dude, that was sick. That was sick. You wrote that how long ago?
That was, man, like 4 years ago. It was funny too because I've had that melody, that forever. Like that song has been sitting with me since like, I don't know. I'd pick up the guitar every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
You're good.
But that melody had been sitting for a long time, and then I have all these phones in my toolbox that are all like old and dead. But if you turn them on and you look at the notes, there's like thousands of unfinished songs. And I was going through them one day, and I had pieces from, 10 years ago, even when I was in that relationship, to where I was feeling a certain way of how that song's saying. And throughout years of old notes in my phone, it pieced itself together. It was weird. Like that song just came to, and I was able, and it fit with that melody that I just had.
Yeah.
And it was like it was meant to be.
And have you released that song yet?
It's on the acoustic version is on Spotify and iTunes and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, songwriting. Tell me about songwriting. Like, it just has to pour out of you.
Yeah, I
Is there
can't.
a magic formula? How does that work?
I can't sit down, and that's probably why I can't write as much as I'd like to. But with the time that I have, I can't just sit down and pick up a guitar and try to write something. It doesn't work. And if I do write it, it's like your typical songs. Like, I got a truck with a Yeti in the back, and I'm driving down a dirt. Like, I don't like songs like that. And
Yeah.
anybody can do that. Like, I get some of them are hits, and it's nice to listen to, but I can't write songs like that. So my thing is, I'll be at work, and I'll be at home. I'll just be walking, and something will pop in my head, and I can't get it out. And I know that my ADD, if I don't write it down, it's gone forever. And it's horrible. So I will stop what I'm doing, and I will pull out my phone, and I will do a voice memo, and I will sing it, or I will go to my notes and I'll write it down. So even now, if I were to pull my notes out, there is probably just choruses of all kinds of different songs that I've written and never finished.
And then you got to train yourself to go back and go through those
Yeah.
and sit down and, yep. Because those fleeting moments, like somebody might just say something, huh?
Yep.
And you know that moment, if you don't write it down, you will never remember.
Yep.
I get those moments too.
It could do anything. If something somebody says, a sound that you hear, like sprinklers going sometimes, and then I'll picture like sprinklers going, and then like a start of a song, and then something will just pop in my head. There's the bass line, and then there's the guitar, and that's what the drums are going to sound like. And I'm like a total nerd with it. I'll be in my voice memo, beatboxing the drums, and then playing the bass like bam, 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 bam. Like, and it's just like if somebody picked up my phone, they'd be like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
But
Shit. So if you ever pull me over, I just got to be like, dude, we got to do a song right now.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Let's go to that one. That's badass.
So
Dude.
how do you get to being a singer? How do you're at the sheriff's office and you're doing well and you're getting through it and now you got a good job and
Yeah, I got a great job, a lot of support there. But yeah, I didn't know that I could sing. I just tried it out and people liked it, and so I kept trying. And yeah, I don't know, it just happened. I always wanted to be, like, ever since I was a little kid. I've always had those dreams, like I think every kid does, of being on stage and being famous and crowd cheering. But like I've had dreams and visions of it, and I still do. So, I hope that it happens one day. But I still see it. Like I visualize it all the time.
Yeah.
No,
it's happening right now.
Yeah.
you're playing our stage tonight.
That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right.
It's happening, dude.
That's right.
Well, you play a lot
That's
of
fucking
stages
cool.
now. So when you first start and you're playing, what was that moment when either you decided or somebody else said, dude, this is fucking good, you should do it? Like,
That was the first time I played that open mic night. If it would have not have gone, if it wasn't for all the people in Heritage that night coming up to me when I was done and saying, "Who are you? Where'd you come from? How long have you been doing this? Holy shit, you better keep doing it."
Yeah.
I don't think I would have started, because I was so in my head already, like, that I wasn't going to be good enough. And
How did you walk away that night at Heritage?
Oh, I felt
like
great.
You got off the stage.
Man, I
you
felt
were
like 100
I fucking
pesos.
Nailed it.
I was good.
That's awesome.
I felt great.
That's awesome.
And then of course the nerves came down, so that flask of Jack Daniels that I drank just hit me like a freaking train, and I was no bueno. But yeah,
But everyone was coming up to you going, man, you nailed it. And
Yeah.
you felt good about it. And those are all good signs.
and you were off. Go ahead. Now you're so you play the local circuit and now you're kicking ass. People love you. We love you. Everything's going well, but now you're taking another step. You're getting ready to go and try to take it to another level, right?
Yeah, yep. People have talked about doing the Nashville thing. I know that it could never happen. I can't move out there. So those cards are pretty much off the table, unless I somehow get this crazy record deal that they can afford to fly me back and forth with the kids, and which is impossible. But I am going out there in April to work on music, and I will be going out there regularly just to get that experience. But in my opinion, and things that I've talked to certain people about is here I'm doing pretty well. Like it's a pretty big pond here, but I'm a little bit bigger of a fish. If I go to Nashville, I'm a tiny fish in a giant pond, and it's going to be almost impossible. And there's so many different people in Nashville that are trying to make it, that a lot of them are getting signed outside of Nashville now, because it's too much. So
Saturated.
to me, I'm like, California, as much as people hate on it, there is a huge cowboy scene in California. Some of the best ropers I've ever met, some of the best cowboys I've ever met are from California, and we get a horrible reputation, but I love it here. I don't want to leave. I would rather become a California signed country artist than make this move to Nashville and be like every other person that does this. It's just this constant cycle. Oh, you want to make it? Move to Nashville. Oh, you want to be a pop star? Move to LA. It's like, I don't want to do it like that.
And it's working out for John Party, all right.
It is.
He's doing all right.
We got Dwight Yoakam. We got John Party. Hell, even Johnny Cash retired here.
Right?
He wanted to be here too.
I couldn't agree more. I think there's some great people. We do the Nashville Nights here, and they come out and they're blown away by the people who love music. They come here and they're stuck, like you said, in that big pond. That's an ocean over there.
Yep.
That's as big as it gets. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of good people there.
Yeah.
But how do you stand out amongst them? That's the difficult part.
Exactly.
And so now you're putting together new singles. Where are you at right now with your career? What's the focus?
Focus is just try to get more music out so I can build my songs so we can play more of my music and not just covers. So after this month, the end of February, I'll have 2 more complete. One of them's been sitting in a studio just waiting to get finished and released because a song's called Lake Life, and I couldn't put it out in wintertime. So it's been sitting there waiting for summertime to start creeping around before I put it out. So we'll have that one done, and then I got another song called Lockdown that I started here in Atascadero with Tantrum Records with Kevin. Awesome dude, great studio, great guy. And we just wrapped it up this morning, and now we sent it to my guy in Ventura. His name's Guy.
Guy. You got a guy?
I got a guy. Dude, this guy is insane with what he does. He is like a musical genius, and we just send it down to him to do the final mixing and mastering. And then if he decides to send it out to his guy in Nashville after that, it's up to him. But honestly, what he touches is gold. Black Couch Studio. Make sure you check him out if you're down in SoCal. That's the studio to be in. If you're in this area and you want to get some cool stuff recorded, Tantrum Records, Kevin's your guy. You're going to have the best rates. The dude is awesome to work with. But I'll have the 2 songs done by the end of February, beginning of March, and then the second week of April, my girlfriend and I are flying out to Nashville to get 3 more done. So we'll have
busy
5 songs done in the next few months, and then I'll have like a total of 12 songs, I think, out. And then we got a full band now that we've been playing with, the one that we're opening for Casey Donahue with. That's been an adventure. So
Yeah.
you got a sheriff, singer, the drummers with Atascadero PD, the bass player owns his own company, Perlu Landscaping, and then the guitarist works for him. So we all just work long hours, and that's all we do is work and provide for our families. And whatever time we have left, we all just want to play music. So it's pretty cool.
How'd you put that band together? Or did you put the band
It
together?
just fell together, honestly. Like, I've been doing this solo thing for a while, and I've been telling myself, like, I need a band. And everybody's been saying that you need a band. And I was at work one day, and this guy that I kept seeing he kept bringing people into custody. And he's like, I saw your music. I was like, what'd you think? He's like, it's really good. He's like, I'm a drummer. And I was like, okay. I'm like, thinking at the time, like, I'm not ready for that. And then I kept seeing him, and he's like, dude, I'm a drummer.
Let's go.
Let's do something. And so hit him up, and I was like, holy shit, you're a drummer. Like, all right, you're a drummer. Like, this sounds really good. And then my buddy Taylor, who owns Perlu Landscaping, he actually dropped guitar and started playing bass. And this guy practices nonstop to try to be the best at bass. Oh. And he's doing really well. And his buddy who works for him plays guitar, and he shreds on guitar. So, but we're all still new, and we're still trying to figure each other out. So it's still a process. But we have our first show at Club Car on March 14th, and we're almost there.
You're in the shit right now.
We're buckling down hard to make sure that it's a good show, because we don't want to put on a bad show anywhere.
No. But remember, it's easy to, it's easy for me to say, but it's never going to be harder than when you first start, because 100%. You guys are all brand new, right? Any team, this is as difficult as it will ever be. Yeah. The hard part is starting, and you've already gotten over that, And so now it's like every day is a little bit better, and you just got to get after it, because it'll never be the right time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be waiting to be perfect for a long time, like everybody else does.
100%.
Just go out there, get your friends and family in that room, and kick ass. You know, and that's what you're doing. That's what you've been doing. Sure, you're going to continue doing it, right?
Yeah, we're not stopping. I don't even care if I don't make it till I'm 80. I'm going to keep trying. I mean, I'm not going to
right there.
I'm not going to quit my job tomorrow and try to do this full time until either my kids are old enough to where it's not going to completely affect them, but like I know that financially I have to be at a better spot before we can do that. So, and then now my daughter and my son softball and baseball just started.
Oh, good luck.
So now it's like,
Good
I got all these shows booked, and my son's league is like, you're coaching this year. And I was like, no, I'm not. And they're like, yeah, you are. We need you. And I was like, I'm not coaching. And they're like, okay, well, you can assistant coach. And I'm like, I'll do my best.
Yeah.
And
Can
I'm
I
like,
play the national anthem?
they had me do the national anthem last year.
Did they?
They're awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jeff, of course I'm blanking now.
There's a lot of hours in the day. You got
Yeah,
this.
no
Yeah.
shit.
You're talented,
But you play the
man.
national anthem everywhere. You've done it everywhere, right? You're great at it. You've done it for us at the Nashville Nights and all that stuff. And yeah, it's been badass. All right, the mindset. Let's get to the possibilities now. Do you have to leave to pick up your kids or anything? We're not.
No, they're
keeping
not
you
actually not out of school until 2:45.
Perfect. I'm just checking in, dude. We can't.
You're good.
Be up on your. So tell us about the mindset to like go through all the things you've gone through and continue to keep pushing forward. What do you think? What makes you have that ability? You think
to just keep trying.
Yeah.
I've never been afraid to fail. I think that I've taken so much time and putting what I've wanted to do on the back burner for so long that I'm just at the point now where I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it or be able to do this, and not necessarily sacrificing. Like I would never, if it came down to, okay, you got to pick between music or your kids, I'm going to pick my kids. But I've sacrificed so much time by coaching and being at every game, and with my schedule, losing sleep, and not even going to sleep because I'm working nights and making sure I make it to assemblies at their school and going on field trips. Like I just worked a 16-hour shift and I got off, went on a field trip with my daughter. Like they're my best friends. They're my whole world, and I would do anything for them. But as far as music, like this is my passion. It's what I want to do, and I think that drive of losing out all these years, knowing that I got a lot of ground to make up, it kind of excites me.
Yeah.
I'm excited to make bigger strides because I've only been doing this a couple of years, and I have not been pushing it hard. I have not been writing music every day. I've not been putting ads out. I just am kind of letting it ride, and it's growing on its own. I know I could do it much faster if I were to push it harder, but the pace that I'm going at is okay. Because if I would have been famous when I was younger, people think Bieber's bad.
Dude, you would have been off the chain.
It would have been horrible. Like I am thankful. I think God knew that I was not supposed to do that when I was younger.
Yeah. There's something about like that natural progression of things, right? Like you're ready when you're ready.
Yeah.
And you know that. You know what you can take on. And you kind of built those hardening skills also. You've seen what it's like to go, you've already done all that. Yeah. You've run through it. You know what it's like to go party and have fun and be arrested and do all those things. And it makes you love the moments where your kids are loving you, the crowd's loving you, people are thanking you for playing the show, and you put your heart into it.
Yeah. I know as a kid, I just wanted to be, it was all about rock and roll. Like I wanted to party and get in trouble and make a name for myself. And now I'm just like, I just want to play music. I want to do enough just to pay the bills. I want to keep my kids happy and be able to provide for them, and my girlfriend the same thing. Like I don't want the party scene or go out and be that rock star lifestyle and living it up. Like I like Cody Johnson. I think is one of the coolest guys that you could kind of have like as your idol. He will leave a show and he'll fly home to his family, and he'll be there to tuck his kids in to bed, and he goes to another show and then goes home, and he's just constantly going back and forth, and because his family means more to him than anything else. And that's how I would want to be. I don't want to be out, just screwing around every day.
Done it. And greatness doesn't come through that.
Yeah.
That's a distraction. The getting up, like you said, writing music, pouring yourself into it, getting into your craft, pouring your effort and energy into your family, that's what gets you somewhere. That's the return on investment, right there.
Well, and you say that's how you want to be. That's how you are. Just how you're talking, that's how you are.
Yeah. I just got to continue to try to be. Try to be better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for you to sit here and you prioritize your kids and your family, kudos to you, dude.
Thank you.
The rest will fall in place, I promise.
And outside of your family,
I appreciate that.
who's inspiring you right now? Who's like giving you like the juice to keep going? And
Oh man, it always has been and it always will be my mom. That is my I don't know how you would put this right. That's like my I'm not good with words. For
Your
being
rock?
somebody that writes music, I'm so bad with words sometimes. Yes, definitely my rock and my inspiration. She did music. She went to Northridge. She was Miss Ventura County, runner-up for Miss California. Like she's awesome, and she is the breadwinner. I love you, Dad. But my mom has made a killing in real estate, and she's a title rep with Fidelity National Title. She has just grind her whole life. She's the oldest of, I know I'm going to get this wrong too, but like 6 sisters and 1 brother that passed away. And she has taken care of everybody for all of our entire lives. She has been financially and mentally just everybody's rock.
And she put up with you when
she
you
put
were
up
a
with me.
knucklehead.
Yeah, which is funny because every time my kids get in trouble and I call her, she's like, I can't wait. I cannot wait to hear what they did. She's like, you deserve every bit of this.
by the way, none of it is a tenth of as bad as anything
No.
you've ever done.
Yeah, I know. Well, Scarlett, my daughter's now coming up on 13, and I'm like,
Oh,
that's
good luck.
right where I was.
Good
That's
luck.
7th grade,
Good
man. That's
sideways.
when I just started. And she's like, she loves punk and metal now, and I'm like, no. But now, like my girlfriend is a huge metalhead, but she also likes Taylor Swift. So I'm like, all right, well, Taylor Swift will lead.
Smash some Swifty into
Yeah,
that.
it'll
and
lead
be
my
all right.
daughter, and it's still a good direction.
Right? Take that in.
Bless you.
Who's the musicians that you're inspired by right now?
Man, like I told you earlier, Steven Wilson Jr. is by far my favorite, and he has been for a long time. And the fact that he's getting so much recognition now from what he should have gotten 5 years ago is awesome. It's really cool to watch him grow. And he's a lot older than me, but he's doing it. And, but with like him and then Cody Johnson, of course.
Throw some Hardy in there.
Hardy, dude. I mean, well, Hardy is my metal side.
Yeah.
So like Hardy is what I would want to be in music. If I could flash forward right now and get a record deal or something, and they'd say, okay, what kind of music do you want to make? I'd say I want the heaviest country song that you can think of, because I love heavy music. Like if I could have Lamb of God with Miles Kennedy singing, you guys know who Miles Kennedy
Yeah.
is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my music right there. A beautiful voice with just the heaviest shit that you could possibly hear. Breakdowns and great solos. Like that's what I'm about. But I also love country music, so incorporating all of it. But I know right now you got to play the game, which also learning that from Hardy. You have to play the game and sing about what people want to hear. So it is frustrating, but at least I'm not to the point where I am singing about dirt roads and trucks and Yetis and stuff like that. I can't do it. I can't go that far.
Yeah. Well, he does it in his own flavor. Everybody's got a song called Rock Star living on the pop charts.
Yep.
Yeah. So he kind of can flick at it, because he's gotten big enough so you can see you can remain who you are while still playing the game.
Well, he talks about it in his song. Have you heard Radio Song?
Oh yeah. Oh
Dude,
yeah.
That is
This ain't no radio. That ain't no radio.
so good, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what he talks about is playing the game.
But you got a Lake song coming out.
Yeah, but
Dude.
that's different. That's a lifestyle.
Okay.
The lifestyle.
Haven't heard it. So
I guess
can't-
you're right, and I was gonna say that. I could say
lifestyle.
that, but Lake Life would be kind of down that category, and it is more of like a fun song.
Yeah.
So
But Lake Life is where you live. Here's the thing. It's not cheesy if it's who you are and what you love. And those are the people you love. Shit, you played on a freaking pontoon boat and people filled it up and came in here and talked about how badass it was. And you're out there again. And when are you going out there? When are you?
we're talking about Memorial Day.
We're working
Memorial
on something,
weekend.
But it's epic. Dude, that's epic playing a show on a lake.
Oh, yeah.
On a
We'll have the full
pontoon
band
boat.
this time. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find my way out there in a fucking couple floaties or something because I don't got one of those
Dude, you got your
fancy
paddle
boats. I got a paddle board. It'll take me a little while from the main dock, the main launch.
Drop in over at Brad's. You'll be fine.
No, man, we're pumped. We love you, Frankie. What do you got, dude? You kind of close
Yeah,
this
I
thing
mean-
out. We're gonna have you play us on one more song of yours at the end, I'll put you on the spot so we can get it on the podcast and
All right.
put it out there.
I appreciate meeting you. I know we met a little bit with all the concerts. I'm a little more the introvert. I sit in the back, but it was a little bit creepy. I can't wait for my wife to hear this. Your stories replicate a lot of my stories minus the musical talent, just as growing up, the kind of the mistakes and crazy shit you made, but how you turned and your focus, your number one is your family.
Absolutely.
And I have no doubt you're going to go far, but you keep that family in mind and continue to focus on your passion. My passion's making beer. I do make beer sometimes to put money in the till. You're probably going to make music sometimes, put money in the till, but you are going to do just fine just listening to what you just did. So it's impressive. You're serving this county. You're following your passion. You're actually building the band. And fuck, man, I'm excited to see where you go, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, anyone out there, get your ass
Cheers.
out. Come see this guy and support him. Just
Come see
like
him
you've done
tonight.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Or not
Cheers.
tonight, because
Well,
this will
it'll
air.
be air in a couple weeks, but there you go. All right, we're going to have him play a song right now.
No worries. So this is one of the new ones. It's called Lockdown. So this is it's the similarities of working in a prison or jail and being housed in one. Sitting here thinking about all the choices I made. Mama couldn't look me in the eye the day they put me away. Cup, spoon, and a mattress is all I got to my name. Rusty pipe, sink water, another day, another tray. Locked down for 23 hours, barely get out to shave and shower. Maybe get sunshine on my face. My girl's gone, she's all strung out. Bank repossessed my house. The government came, took my kids away. Pray the Lord forgives me. Gave me life, so when I leave, they're gonna drag me straight to my grave. Shine my boots, crease my shirt, fight to stay awake on a drive to work. But this overtime's killing me. Punch that clock, walk these decks. If you work for the government, still take half of your check, about 40%. Bitch and complain all I want, but they know that I need this job, and they pay me just enough to stay. Locked down for 16 hours, can't leave the damn watchtower. I pinched a skull and a Red Bull, gave it through the day. Feels like I'm doing time, hardly get to see my wife. Missing church, my kids' baseball games. Pray that they'll forgive me, 'cause I leave for work before they wake and get back when they're asleep, yeah. locked down, burnt out, only see one way out. That's 6 feet deep. Yeah, 'cause Monday ministry, Sunday best, commissary don't sell forgiveness. Bow my head, raise my hands till the day that I take my last breath. One day the gates are gonna open wide, and I pray you and me will be welcome on the other side.